Hey, everybody. As we know, Israel last night bombed the crap out of Iran. And I don't think it was warranted. I don't think this was the time to do something like that. I don't think this was necessary to have happen at all. However, it is what it is. It has happened. So I'm going to explain to you all exactly what has happened. And then we're going to go over the opinions on whether this was a good thing or not. And spoiler alert, I'm kind of on the whole not side. But you know, I don't know all the information that they know, right? I don't know all the information that our government knows. That being said, this feels very, very 9/11-y. This feels very WMD-like, doesn't it? This is so frustrating. Of all the times for this to start. And I really genuinely have a feeling that Israel is going to be going more and more rampant. And I have a feeling that this is honestly the deep state setting in an op. That's what I feel like is going on. I feel like they have to look at all the riots going on and then look at all the wars that are trying to start up in the Middle East without our intervention. See, normally when wars start in the Middle East, it's because someone like Joe Biden or someone like Obama or someone like Bush goes and invades someone. When Trump is in office, they start doing things on their own, other countries do. And there's all these people that come out and riot. Why didn't they riot during Joe Biden's... I mean, they kind of did small riots, but nowhere near to the degree that they are today. When Biden's in office, the left calms down, the states listen. When Trump is in office, there's sabotage. And I'm sick and tired of it. And for the left who's going to sit there and deny this, really now, why aren't our troops the ones bombing? Why is it a different country then? Why is it when the other guys are in office, it's always us doing the bombing? Ask yourself that simple question, okay? It's interesting, isn't it? Now, I had Grok simplify this for us, so we're going to read this. On the night of June 12, 2025, Israel launched a significant military operation against Iran named Operation Rising Lion. Fun fact, by the way. Netanyahu put in a prayer on the envelope or whatever and stick it in the wall. I don't know that whole tradition, really. But I guess he did that saying something about, like, we're going to rise with the lion or something like that. So there was, like, foreshadowing, which is so stupid. It's like they think we live in a movie. You know, they're 20 years from now when they make the movie, you know, they're going to have this whole, like, dramatic scene where he puts it in the wall. Anyway, targeting Iran's nuclear and military infrastructure. According to reports, the Israeli Air Force, using precise intelligence, conducted airstrikes that struck over 100 sites across Iran. Now, I can safely say this. They successfully hit every single nuclear site, or supposed nuclear site, and it was only military sites, so no civilians were caught in this crossfire. That's at least something. You got to take good news from somewhere, guys. It can't just always be bad news, right? We got to try and at least have some good news, okay? Otherwise, the world's just way too bleak. Including the, I'm going to butcher a lot of names, so y'all prepare for this. Natanz, I don't know, uranium enrichment facility, which is Iran's largest and most significant site for nuclear weapons development. The operation also targeted military sites, killing at least 3 top Iranian military officers, including Mohammad Hossein Bagheri, the country's top military official. Hossein Salami? Wow, that actually looks like a Middle Eastern name, but, you know, he's half Italian. Commander-in-Chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, along with Major General, good Lord, along with Major General Gholam Ali Rashid. Additionally, nuclear scientists and professors were reported among the casualties. The strikes were described as the most significant attack on Iran since its war with Iraq in the 1980s, aimed at rolling back Iran's nuclear capabilities, which Israel views as an existential threat. Now, guys, for everyone claiming World War III, right? And I know this video is decently clickbaity there on that, because I'm probably going to title this, like, Israel starts World War III or something like that. Actually, I like that name. I'm going to go with that. This has happened before. So let's not be too rash, okay? They're probably not going to retaliate. Apparently, they sent drones in, and the Iron Dome blew them apart. So Iran's not capable of attacking back. The only real threat out there is if China and Russia got involved. And, well, we see how well Russia's doing. So that's not likely. And then we also see China, who makes threats and then backs down. Look at the tariffs. We just scored a deal with China. We put tariffs on them. They acted tough. Then they came here, begged, got caught on camera, begged the person to delete the video, and then months later, we end up getting a deal with them. China's in no position either. So I don't think this is actually World War III. I really don't. And here's the deal. If Iran actually did get a nuke, it probably would be World War III. You mean to tell me that the top vest-wearing people, the number one area where the people who wear vests, right, go in there without a second thought and hit the button. What do you think would happen if they got a nuke? It's a fair argument. They don't care about mutual destruction, you see. They'll just start launching them. They don't care if it means the end of them because that means that they're going to have access to their afterlife with their 72 virgins, right? They don't care. Keep it in mind, guys. These people actually get a nuke. They're probably the most dangerous people in the world that could possibly get a nuke. So, I'm not defending this because I genuinely feel that we should have had way more evidence that they were enriching uranium. Now, here's the bad thing about that too, though. With them hitting all these areas, if they really were enriching uranium, how much radiation did we just dump out all over the world now? I don't know how close they may have been, and if they weren't that close to where there's not that much radiation leaking out, then was it the right time to do so? See, that's kind of the issues. I don't like how secretive our government is. I feel like every single thing should be declassified 60 days after it ends. That should be simple enough. Things end, no more to investigate, nothing else, it should just be released. That's my opinion. That way we don't be kept in the dark. We still don't know many things about 9/11. We still don't know hardly anything, really, when it comes to the Oklahoma City bombing. There are many things we don't know about JFK's assassination still, which is crazy, right? Like, it's unbelievable. I don't know why they're slow rolling that out either. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that the operation was intended to neutralize Iran's nuclear threat to Israel's survival and would continue as needed. By the way, I believe Israel's last strike was 30 minutes ago. So they're not messing around at all. The Israeli military deployed around 200 jets, including F-35 stealth fighters, in a long-range mission covered by approximately 2,000 kilometers. Yeah, we use real measurements over here, miles. So that's like, what would that be? 20 kilometers is like 15 miles an hour? So what is this, 1,500 miles? Something like that? Iran responded, launching over 100 drones. Actually, wait. No, I could take this in half. 100 kilometers is 60. So this would be 1,200 miles per hour. That's right, because for every 1,000, you get 600. So yeah, 1,200 miles. Bam. Mathed it out for you. Tell me I'm wrong. Iran responded, decibels don't count. Shut up. Iran responded by launching over 100 drones towards Israel, most of which are intercepted by Israeli air defense, though the threat was noted as ongoing. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas, I don't know. I don't care, Abbas, condemned the strikes as state terrorism and affirmed Iran's right to self-defense. Well, you kind of gave him that argument, didn't you, Israel? You gave him the argument for self-defense. See, this is why this was just not well done, in my opinion. Requesting an emergency UN Security Council meeting. Iranian state media reported the attacks hit both civilian and military zones, with Supreme Leader Ali, I'm not saying the last name, stated that the Israeli action should neither be exaggerated nor downplayed. These details reflect the most recent and significant escalation in the ongoing Israel conflicts, with Israel targeting critical nuclear and military assets, prompting a retaliatory drone response from Iran. The situation remains volatile with potential for further escalation depending on Iran's next steps. I don't know that Iran could survive this, though. If Iran does retaliate back, and it's like, look, Iran, you probably just shouldn't at this point, and Donald Trump at least made a very, very, very good point. Did I save this? Hold on. What are highlights? Is that the things I scared? Or scared? Saved? Nope. Articles media is like, how do I get to the things that I, like, saved? Oh, well. I retweeted it. I'm sure I'll find it. Here we go. I gave Iran chance after chance to make a deal. I told them in the strongest of words to just do it. But no matter how hard they tried, no matter how close they got, they just couldn't get it done. I told them it would be much worse than anything they know, anticipated, or were told. That the United States makes the best and most lethal military equipment anywhere in the world, by far. And that Israel has lots of it, with much more to come. And they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was about to happen. They're all dead now, and it will only get worse. There has been great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter, with the next already planned attacks being even more brutal, come to an end. Iran must make a deal before there is nothing left, and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death, no more destruction, just do it before it's too late. God bless you all. And let's see some of the comments on this, because I know a lot of people are not happy with this, but at the end of the day, Trump had nothing to do with this. The United States had nothing to do with this. Okay? Well, the peaceful president has not stopped the Ukrainian war like he said he would, has not stopped Palestinian... He never said he would stop necessarily any of that. He said he's going to do what he can to end the war, and that it never would have happened under him. So, you know, up yours. Don't blame him. What are we supposed to do? Be the world police or not? I don't want to be involved with Ukraine or Israel or Palestine. This right now is the time to say, you know what, Israel, you go do what you want. Ukraine, you go do what you want. We are done. And you have too many people here like this who are just like, well, Trump needs to stop this stuff. No. No, he doesn't. I want these countries to learn from their mistakes. I want Israel, if they're going to do this, they can have the entire Middle East after them. I don't care. They have big boy pants. They can pull them up. They want to start bombing people. Let them face the consequences. Maybe Israel wins. Maybe they win. Maybe you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Maybe it's fine. But I don't care. I genuinely do not care. Is that light on? Yep. This camera feels buggy to me. I don't know why. Anyway, this is just ridiculous. You Warhawks have been itching for this, trying to drag us into another major conflict with the Middle East. Trump did not. Okay, first of all, he's not involved. If we find out he's involved, that's different. But stop blaming him for now. Like, this is ridiculous. So many people jump into conclusions here. MAGA stands with our ally Israel. United we are strong. No. No, here's a crash street. Here we go. Donald Trump tore up Iranian nuclear agreement. And? Which would have been ensured that Iran could not get close to producing a nuclear bomb until at least 2030. What a stupid statement. What a stupid statement. Oh, you think that paper stopped them and only 5 years? Crackhead. Like, seriously, what a freaking crackhead. Brian Krasenstein's an idiot. The Krasenstein brothers are so stupid, you know? Goes to show that Iran is not scared of Trump. Okay, cool. I'm glad they're not afraid. Are they any less dead? Like, making fine. Okay, they're not afraid. Then, bye-bye Iran, I guess, right? Is that your argument? Really? Oh my God. Ooh, sorry, I'm bumping this. Anyway, guys. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I thought we didn't have anything to do with it. Statement from Marco Rubio. Let's see. Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. That's correct. Okay, well, okay. They're saying he's showing that, we're not involved with this. And he goes, I thought we didn't have anything to do with it. We didn't have anything to do with it, but we told them if they signed this deal, if they signed the deal with Trump, do you think Israel would have attacked? Israel probably wouldn't have felt threatened. And if they did attack after we got a deal done with them, we probably would have completely cut Israel off and said, okay, actually, no, we're not. In fact, we're going to take half our equipment back. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably what would have happened. I would hope, anyway. But that's not what happened. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes out. I hope to God a World War III does not happen. But I guess I have to see. Live stream tonight, guys. Live stream tonight, 5 p.m. Actually, depends. I might go... No, I'm going to go live at 5. I'm just going to go live at 5 tonight. If not, keep an eye on my channel, guys. If I get on a little early, you'll be notified. Make sure you click the bell icon on here to get notified of all of my videos. It'll help out a lot. I am having a hard time getting through to my subscribers. It's been pretty brutal. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tonight in the live stream. Later.